What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games, and welcome to more news updates. I feel like this is something that I want to try to incorporate a little bit more often into the channel. You know, like I've said in the past, where I spoke about the fiasco that GameStop pulled with the Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 collector's editions. This is a gaming channel, and so it only makes sense that we talk about games and news and stuff like that regarding games that are coming out, that have come out, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do my best to try and talk a little bit about the different types of news reports that are coming through for the different games. Today's topic, we are going to talk about Resident Evil 2 and how much money that Capcom is making from this game. It is quickly becoming the most sold Resident Evil game that Capcom has ever pushed out. And to give you an idea, because right here, Resident Evil 2, this is from Forbes.com. Resident Evil 2 sold an astonishing 3 million copies in its first week. Well, I have some news for you, because we're not even through the first week yet. Considering that this game came out Friday, okay? We are, as of recording this video, on Tuesday. The game has not even been out a full week yet and has sold 3 million copies. So to put that into perspective, alright, so far I believe the highest selling Resident Evil game has been Resident Evil 7. I think Forbes actually talks about this here. So let's look at this. Let's actually read this from Forbes magazine, or Forbes.com. So used to saying Forbes magazine. It appears many other gamers as well are enjoying Resident Evil 2. Capcom announced today that the game has sold 3 million copies in its first week of sales. That's a truly staggering sum for a remake or for any game. Resident Evil 7 sales topped 2.5 million in the game's first week. So Resident Evil 2 is already off to a better start. Then scrolling down here, Capcom says that it expects Resident Evil 2 to reach a similar number of sales as Resident Evil 7, which sold a total of 6 million copies. The original 1998 Resident Evil 2 sold 4.96 million copies. So already we are past the halfway mark for the total amount of sales from the original Resident Evil 2. So we should expect the remake to breeze past that with ease. For some context on what 3 million in the first week of sales means, let's look at some other games. And like when I saw this, I was like, wow, okay, this is a big deal. Estimates place Assassin's Creed Origins at 1.5 million for its first week. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 at an estimated 4.2 million units in October, with an October 12th launch date. So from October 12th to the end of October, Call of Duty Black Ops 4.2 million. Monster Hunter World sold an estimated of 2.45 million units in its first week of sales. Wow, okay, that's high, and Resident Evil 3 beat it out. Far Cry 5 sold an estimated 2.4 million units in its launch week. Meanwhile, Red Dead Redemption 2 sold 17 million copies in 12 days. I mean, let's be honest, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a bit of an anomaly. Like, that game just did so fantastically well. And to be 100% honest, in my honest opinion, having played both Resident Evil 2 and Red Dead Redemption and loving both games, Resident Evil 2 is the better game between the two games. In other words, Resident Evil 2 is a smash hit neck and neck with many of the heavy hitters of 2018. That's impressive for a remake of a 90s cult classic, and proves that many gamers are still in the market for single player experiences and more traditional gaming. That's not at all surprising, but it comes as welcome news. Now, so let me let's go back here for a minute, because yeah, Forbes Daily doesn't bullcrap. I'll put a link to the article down below in the description, by the way, guys, so you can check it out for yourself. You can read the full article. Just to give you an idea, that is a huge deal. And here's why. Because most of the story is relatively the same. If you played the original Resident Evil 2, you played this one. Kind of. I'm oversimplifying it. Because while I do say that, they are two different games. They are two very different games. okay? And they feel like very different games. In fact, this game is definitely scarier, more terrifying and nerve-wracking than the original Resident Evil 2 was back in 98. And back in 98, that game was a huge deal. We're talking, you had Resident Evil, the original one, Resident Evil Director's Cut, and Resident Evil 2, and then shortly after Resident Evil 3. All three of those games were fantastic. They were horrifying. They were just put you on edge. You would walk at least the first 2 times you're playing through each of these games, you would walk slow and you would basically try to kill everything that moved, even though you know you shouldn't, because you would run out of ammo. So that's where it's like, this definitely brought it back to that, and they did a fantastic job at this. Now, I did an honest review on the game. I have not uploaded yet. By the time you're watching this video, I will probably still be uploading the other one, only because I'm editing that one. This one's actually a lot easier to edit, but I digress. Anyways, as far as the sales go, one of the reasons why it's so important that this game is doing as well as it is because Capcom has talked about doing more remakes if sales are there and if the demand is there. One of the reasons why we got this game was because of fan demand. People wanted this game. People wanted this to happen. And because people wanted it so bad, Capcom made it happen. And they took their time to do it. And I thank them for it. Oh my god, I love this game so much. It's such a good game, such a breath of fresh air in the horror genre. And it's a remake, and it's... Calling it a remake is kind of oversimplifying it too, because it's more than just a remake. This game it's a reimagining. It's a reimagining of the original game, and that's why it's more than just a remake. Like, this game is just so far beyond a simple remake, and I can't praise it enough. Like, I want more. I really do. And I can't wait for the new DLC to come. And we'll actually talk about that in another video, because we have DLC coming for this. Three DLCs that are free. The first one launching in February. We're going to talk about all of them. And we're going to talk about what I actually want to see moving forward with this game and beyond this game. So stay tuned for some more Resident Evil videos, because this is a hot topic for me, and I actually want to keep talking about this. I might bring in a couple other people to have some conversations with me. I know one of them, Solitaire, he might be watching this video. He's in Australia as of me recording this video, so when he gets back into his town, because he doesn't live where I live, he lives in New Zealand with the Hobbits. But when he gets back into town, I might have a discussion that I want to talk to him about, because I know he absolutely loves this game as well. So with that, guys, congratulations to Capcom, because they've needed a heavy win. Monster Hunter World did okay. Like, it did good. Monster Hunter World did good. But they needed this to succeed. Capcom needed this to succeed. I needed this to succeed as a Resident Evil fan. And I feel like many people needed this game as well. Growing up in the 90s and playing Resident Evil 2, 3, like, that's part of my childhood. And this brought me back to that and further beyond. And I'm so grateful that this game came out. So, like, I was looking forward to this more than Kingdom Hearts 3. And that says a lot. So anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Am I, like, excited for this? I don't think so, but you guys might think I am, but that's okay too. Anyways, I will catch you all later. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm so happy about this game. Peace out, guys.